Hello everyone, I'm Zishan Shah and welcome to Z Interactive YouTube channel, your own training institute. So today we will go through Shape Extrude Node and Bevel Node. So basically Shape Extrude Node, what it is, itself is a 3D extrude inside the 2D view. So let's see how it works. First of all, what we will do here is that spacebar and Shape Extrude. Now in the Shape Extrude, the first thing that you will get here is this cylinder, 3D cylinder. Why this is 3D? Because you have this control point here. And with this help of this, you can move it wherever you want to move it, just like the way I'm doing it here on the screen. Now, this can turn into a different shape, like it can be a cube. So you can move it out and do some like changing around, like move it anywhere you want. Apart from that, you have a like custom input. Okay, now what is a custom input? Let's check the custom input. Now I will do a star. Now before going forward, star right now is a 2D view. You can only see from the top. Okay, but now let's convert this star into a 3D by putting it here and then going inside here and choosing the custom input. As soon you will do the custom input, you will get the star. Now for the custom input or for the cylinder or the cube, all these settings are mostly the same. So suppose I have extrude height, I can reduce the height here. I have extrude depth, so I can change the depth. Basically what the depth is like how deep the shape itself is, like from the bottom itself. Height, it's like the top height of it. Now we have here scale, how big you want your 3D height to be. Then we have bevel height. So if I will increase this, so you can see that the corners here are beveling it up. Okay, this is the bevel height basically. Now you have bevel intensity, how deeper you want the bevel to be. So you can increase it a lot or less, so it will be completely solid or completely beveled. So it will look like this if you're using a very intense like value here for the bevel. Okay, now we have here bevel curve. So if I will use the bevel curve, so you can see it is curving it up or curving down. Okay, so this is the bevel curve actually. Now we have downscale multiplier. Now like before that we have mirror bevel. So if you would turn this on, so you will see the bevel is on the both sides. Okay, from the top and the bottom as well. Okay, now here we have the downscale multiplier. So if I will turn this up or down, so you can see the whole size of this node, just notice here, is getting bigger or smaller. Okay, now this is the position. If you want to move without the mouse, you can do that, but usually we do use the mouse here, which works much more faster. Okay, now here we have some output ranges. These are some mathematical calculations here. So if you will notice that this is the output range which I'm using, -1, -1, 1 and 0, 1. This is basically for the depth map, and this is how it will produce it. So these are a few of these settings that you will get here. Okay, so now how to use this and how to utilize this. So what we will do here is that let's put some tiles generator, and I will use image input. Put this here and few of it, like maybe 4 by 4, we can make it. Okay. Shift and move everything here. And here you will start viewing that. You will start viewing this star that we have. So I'll go back here and start rotating it. Okay, so you can see that how we are getting the result. So as you know from the bottom, okay, if I will rotate it upward, something like this, from the bottom, I have this sort of a curve, okay, because we are using the mirror here. If I will unuse the mirror, so it will look like this, and the result will be just like that. But just notice here, it's not giving me that bevel, because Substance Designer is just it's a software which gives you a height, or with the normal maps or with the height maps. It's not like a 3D modeling software. So you cannot go inverse here. Everything will go linearly upwards. So you will not have anything sort of a like curve on the sides or something like that. You can do tricks. You can do like different kind of like uh, changes over there to get that sort of a result. But the one, if you're looking for, if you want something like, you know, something coming from here like a mushroom, you cannot create a mushroom coming out of it. Okay, because mushroom basically, it is thinner from the stem and is wider from its tip, so that's, you will not get it here. So that's why we are not getting this curve underneath. But if I will move this top like this, so I can have this result of my star. Okay, so you can see that with the help of the bevel, what sort of star I'm getting here. So let me make the mirror bevel untrue, so you will not have these issues here. Okay, so things will go a little bit different because we don't have that curve. And that curve which we had and the bottom, that is not the real curve. It's not showing us that real curve because of, it doesn't show that. So bevel curve, if I will do from the top, it will do it because it's the linear outward part, but it will not do anything here on the bottom level. Okay, bevel height, up or down, you can do that. Okay, scale, bigger or smaller. So this is how what you can do with the actually with this extrude, uh, like a shape extrude layer. Now we can create some sort of profiles here as well. If you will notice, there is a profile option. So right now our profile is straight. So it's just like going towards scale. So if I will move just something like this, okay, in this direction, you will see this is how it is going. Let me increase the extrude height. Okay, and I will reduce the bevel curve or bevel intensity. I don't want to put a lot. This less. This one also. Okay, now profile, I have vertical gradient profile. So you will see that nothing is showing because it's not straight. So if I will move around, I will not get anything out of it here because that's the vertical gradient it is looking for. So if you will add the profile gradient here, then you will get the result. So what I can do, I can just go type it here, gradient. Okay, linear, add it here. And just notice, if I will go here, okay, or let's go here for just to see how it's going. If I go on the top just like that, or even the straight, you can see that 3D view, it looks like this. But if I will go like front viewport, so you cannot see those things coming in the V shape. But that is actually a profile. Now, what is the profile? Now, profile, how it works. Here, I have this white area, okay, in my gradient input. So the white will be wider. The black will be narrower. Okay, I hope you're getting this one. So if I remove this and bring a different sort of gradient, okay, and in this gradient, if you look at it, let's bring this one. There is a black on the top, there is a white in the middle, and there is a black at the end. So that means, I told you before, the black means narrower, white means wider. So it will be narrow from the top, then it will start becoming wider, and then it will start becoming narrower again. So if I will plug it in, okay, and go here, this is what I meant. So narrow from the top, and then wider, 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 because the white is here. So narrow, wider, 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 narrow, 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 and it will reach here. And this is how you will get this output here. Okay, so if I will move it out here, just like the bevel, it will give me this sort of a like result, but much more interesting, in a much more interesting way. So if I will go here back, and inside my instead of the vertical gradient, if I will use mask, so it will give me a profile mask here. Now what is a profile mask actually? If I will just move this one, delete it from here and use it in the profile mask, so you will see a different sort of result here. Okay, now what is this result? Here, whatever like is the white or the whiter part, like what is the white part, it will be shown, and whatever is the black part will not show. So if I will increase it or scale it down or something like that, or just do one thing here. If I go back here, okay, so if I increase the extrude level here, you will see something, this sort of a result. And if I will bring the gradient, a different gradient, just to show you know what does it means, and plug this instead of that. Okay, so this is how you will get the result here. It's all flat, okay, like flat, because from the top it is white, then black, black, black. So when it reaches black, you don't have any sort of a issue, like sorry, effect happening. Okay, so if I increase this one, this will only apply through the white, and then it will go to the black area. Now to better make it understandable, let's remove these two from here, and let's make a shape here. And I will change this to disk, scale it, okay, use a 2D transform here so that we can move it somewhere here. Tiling mode, no tiling. Then I will take another shape here, and scale it like this, or leave it. I will just use my 2D transform to do its job, but absolute no tiling. Okay, but at the same time I want to use a blend node here to blend these two and add them. Now you will get something, this sort of a result here. Now what we will do is that we will take this and use it in the mask, profile mask. Okay, and now go here. Now if I will rotate, just see here. Can you see the shape of what we created? That same shape of my profile mask is here. So if I will go back here in my shape extrude, I can easily move it around with this, and you can see what sort of a result we are getting out of this. So somewhat interesting. So we can have a bigger one here, then smaller, then smaller, then smaller steps, but we cannot have steps upside down in the Substance Designer. We can only have the steps going from bottom to top, just like in the real life, but it cannot come from top to bottom. I hope this part is clear. Now let's see uh, the bevel part. So I use bevel a lot. So let's use shape here, or let's use star here. And what I will do here is that I will press shift here and move this star down to this. So I can have this sort of a star, scale it down a little bit so I can see this whole thing. Now, what I want to do here is that I want to like add a bevel to this. Okay, now how I can add bevel? Not with the shape extrude, but spacebar and bevel. And we will have this bevel input. So I will take this one and take this all and put it on the output. Now in the bevel, I have the distance. So let's reduce the distance here. And if you will see on the screen, we will have this sort of a bevel effect now. Very nice looking bevel effect, increase or decrease. Right now we are using the bevel corner type. So we can use a round, so we can use angular. So it will be much more rigid, just like this. You can increase the smoothness to make it smoother on the corner, okay, or harsher. Totally up to you how you want the result to be. Now you have use non-uniform blur option here and uniform blur option here. You have a custom curve option here. Okay, so you can have your own curve, but I'm not adding that. Normal intensity, also you can increase or decrease here. Right now we are in the DirectX mode, so you can go to the OpenGL. Because we are using OpenGL here. Okay, so it's better to go to the OpenGL. Now, very interesting sort of maps we can make here. Okay, what I can do here is I can take this one and plug it into the normal. Okay, but it needs to be colored, so I can add here gradient. Grayscale conversion. Now you can see I have this normal map here. Okay, so that's basically you can turn it to OpenGL because you're using OpenGL, less or more intensity. Now some interesting stuff you can do with this. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's undo this normal map thing for now, because I don't want to put it at this stage. In the end we will do. So let's bring some levels here. And take this one out from here. Shift, move this everything here. Now I want to reduce this height from here, from the level. Okay. And then what I can do here is that go back here, distance, I can reduce it a little bit just like this. Okay, and smoothness a little lesser. And then I can make a copy of this down here, bring the blend mode here, use this one on the foreground and use this one in the background. Okay, or oh wait, not in the background yet, but here I will use threshold and then use the threshold here in the background. Now inside the threshold, I will start increasing the threshold so it will become smaller. And then here inside the blend, I will use the subtract. Okay. Let's swap these two. I think it should be other way around. So let's swap it. So this should go in the foreground. This should go in the background. Now, if I will increase my threshold more and more, just like this. Okay. And this one a little bit greater. Now I will take this whole thing, put it here. Okay. We will have this sort of result, but I want levels. So what I will do here is that I will remove this all, put this all thing here and this one here. Okay, so we'll have this sort of a result as well with the help of the bevel. Now one more thing we can do is that we can apply secondary bevel here, so it will bevel the inside part. Okay, angular. So you can see it is beveling the inside part as well, and like to do it's doing that, but now we don't need this bevel, we don't need this bevel. Okay, so only one bevel is enough. So we can have this sort of a result here. A little bit smoothing. Okay, and what else we can do here is I can bring a blend, put this one here, put this threshold one in the background. Okay, and take all these from the levels and put it here, and use add here. And this threshold, what we can do is that add another threshold here to make it more smaller. I don't think that will be a good idea. So let's do one thing. Instead of doing that, let's bring uh, the transform 2D, and then with the help of Control Shift, I can reduce the size of this. Okay, this is much more better. Okay, now here I can add another bevel. Angular. And just like this. A little bit smoothing. And also what I can do here, I can add its levels here as well. And play with these settings here. So we will have this sort of a result now. Okay. This is how you can get the bevels to work with. You can create interesting shapes and a lot of good things for the science fiction stuff, for the objects, the stuff that need like panel lines and different kind of like outputs of the bevel, like where you have if you're creating some sockets or some holes, some panel lines for that. These are like this bevel node is a really good node. So I hope you have liked this lesson, and I'm sure you will be uh, waiting for the next lesson. Our next lesson we will be uploaded soon. So I would like to thank you all for all your support, and I hope you will continue to support me. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed to it yet. And I will be posting a lot of new content. So don't forget to hit the bell icon so you can receive the notifications about them. If you have liked my video, so please hit the like button and leave your questions in the comment section below, and I will surely answer them. In the end, I would like to mention that please don't download my videos. Please watch them online, because all my hard work won't pay off like this. So please, to support me, always watch my videos online. So thanks once again, everyone, and soon we will meet in the next lesson. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, and keep learning.
There is one important announcement I would like to make. I have started 3 great membership plans on my channel. I have introduced ZI Friends membership plan, which will give you exciting perks like loyalty badges and priority on comments. I have also introduced ZI Early Bird plan, which will give access to Z Interactive tutorials way early before they become public. So you will get all these lessons at once and you can binge watch. Last but not the least, I have introduced ZI Premium plan, which will give access to advanced professional tutorials, which you will find at very expensive outside, and I will be giving this at a very low amount of price. So visit my channel now and click on the join membership to get more information. I hope you become one of my members. If you want to learn how to create a highly detailed prop procedurally using Substance Designer, so this premium tutorial series is for you. Join my premium membership plan on YouTube and get access to all premium tutorials. In this tutorial series, I will demonstrate how to use Substance Designer along with simple geometry to create a realistic, smashed up retro television.